All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Daniel Christian. Just to make sure that you guys are in the right place, I'll be talking about let artificial intelligence and machine learning and Microsoft Flow take content moderation to the next level. One more thing, I just need to give you guys a heads up that this is definitely a PG-13. So if anybody's younger than 13 years old over here, you cannot attend this. The reason for that is I will be using actually some technical term is racist images, which I got from the content moderation team. To actually show you how content moderation can be taken to the next level. Don't worry, don't get serious. One guy actually gave me a really serious look over there. Don't worry, PG-13 it's a lot more easier these days, I'll tell you that. I've got two kids, it's an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I still am a little concerned about what PG-13 is. But I still want to give you a heads up on that. So, one of the things that I noticed these days, especially with cognitive services and the AI and machine learning coming in, it's plugged into everything. It was announced in today's keynote. Back when I did the Sharepoint conference, speaking of a session over there, even there, AI and machine learning was plugged into everything. But the one thing I noticed is the AI that we have right now plugged in, it will detect, but it doesn't analyze. And I could actually, if I have some time, I'll show you some demos on that as well. So, besides just the detection and the analysis piece, what about personal images? Because right now, you can actually put in text, and the text piece is analyzed. And it'll pick up social numbers, it'll pick up credit card numbers, but when you start having images like these come in all the time, that becomes a little bit of a problem, because we need a little bit of AI and machine learning, especially AI piece, to go ahead and detect what these images are. So, besides just the private information, what about racy images like these? So that's why I wanted to go ahead and detect a whole bunch of taking the cognitive services and machine learning to the whole next level. And this was the answer to that. This is where cognitive services and Flow can come in. So to just give you an overview, right now as we stand, as far as technology goes, this is where machine intelligence or machine learning stands. Machines haven't reached consciousness yet. What you see is in Hollywood, AKA Terminator. We haven't reached that level yet, or somebody might have, at least I don't know. But as far as this entire demo goes, we are at the AI as far as machine intelligence goes. We've already gone past the machine learning phase, but this is what I was talking about, is that you put in an image and the system is smart enough to tell you that this can be detected. So just to give you a quick overview, what I'm actually covering over here is specifically to do with cognitive services. Cognitive services has actually been my passion for about a year. Cognitive services has been out for about a year and a half. And all of these features fall under cognitive services. There's anywhere from vision to speech. And in my particular interest, I've always been interested in vision over here. Now in vision, it actually boils into two sections. It's computer vision and content moderator. So in computer vision, one of the big ones that we've already seen is OCR over here, optical character recognition. But content moderation is that's where I can go ahead and make sure I can pick up to see what these images are. It can detect, it can analyze, and then it can even send me some kind of, hey, this image might be a little racy, so you want to go ahead and take a look at it, or it might have private information, but all based on doing object character recognition of images. So a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and specifically on the vision side, is its ability to do tagging, identification, detecting of the text, and then there's also the feature available out of the box to recognize celebrities and landmarks. I tested that with my picture. Apparently I am not a celebrity, at least Microsoft thinks so, but you can go ahead and put in anywhere from presidents, you can go ahead and put in from CEOs, you can take pictures of any one of the 7 wonders of the world or any other patent places, and these can be detected by the landmarks and the celebrities as well. Now content moderation, again, it works completely on the API basis, but Flow already has connectors for them. You don't have to make any custom connectors for that. There's already connectors available, but specifically on the cognitive services side, these are the main ones that I'll be demoing to you over here, because it is ability to detect potentially offensive and unwanted images, and also do the moderation of adult and racy content and videos. Now I just want to touch a little bit on the videos piece. Videos right now, you can't go ahead and put in an entire DVD and it'll detect the entire thing. There's a limitation on the number of timeline that you have. And so the videos is still a work in progress. For the sake of this session, I'll be focusing primarily on images over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hit as many of these demos I have right now. At least I want to hit the first two. And if possible, somebody can keep their business card ready, because I'm going to actually go and scan it, and we'll see how that works. So let's try to do at least all of that. So first one is the images library. In the images library, I'm going to just use, for the sake of simplicity, a SharePoint library that I have. And the SharePoint library over here is pretty simple and straightforward. It's just a library that I can go ahead and put some images over here. And so to start off with, I'm going to put in a very simple image set. Okay, I'm just going to put in this little puppy. I just drag it, I drop it over here. And everybody who's actually using this right now, they don't even know that there's actually a flow that's kicking off in the back end. The flow is actually going ahead and running. It is analyzing this image over here, and it's going ahead and doing any analysis that you need. As far as the end user goes, they just went ahead and picked up a whole bunch of one file or a bunch of files, and they just dropped it over here. But in the back end, there's actually a flow running. So what I'm going to do is I've already gone ahead and created a list with a few views. So let's go to details over here. And when I first dropped it in, out of the box, SharePoint's tagging features was a little bit of a limitation. If you just used SharePoint tagging, SharePoint out of the box only came up with the tagging called animal. That's all it came up with. But thanks to cognitive services and vision, I was able to get all of these tags, and pretty fast too. These were all dropped over here by cognitive services, this tagging capability over there. But you know what? Let's just not stop over there. I want to actually go ahead and drop a few more images. So let's start with something a little bit more easier. I'm going to go with family at the beach, and I'm going to draw the people at the lake over here. Again, somebody comes ahead, drops an image, everything is fine, and they just go about doing their work. But right in the back end, there is a flow running. The flow, what it does is it actually takes the image, and I can actually quickly show you what's going on. Nope, I can't. So I'll walk you guys through it. So what flow does is it goes ahead and takes that image. In the image, it goes ahead and sends it to, and this is all Flow doing it, by the way. It takes the image from SharePoint, sends it to Cognitive Services. Cognitive Services goes ahead and says that, yep, this image potentially has some racy content in it, or it could have some private information. And after it goes ahead and detects all of this, it comes back over here and updates my SharePoint list. So before I was even done talking, it updated my SharePoint list over here. And if you can see, for the two images that I just dropped, one of them is pretty much normal. So if you just go and click on it, you'll see which image that was. I mean, you guys already know that which one it was. It was just the family at the beach, taking a walk at the beach. But then the other image, which came in, it gives it a racy score of 83%, which means something's up with that image. So let me go ahead and click to see what that image was. And this was the image. It was just a bunch of people jumping in at a lake over there. Maybe it was the dress code that was tagged as racy over there. And so what Flow did, it did two things for us. Either way, it went ahead and tagged the images, which is fantastic from a content moderation standpoint, because if you guys are familiar with SharePoint, anytime you drop an image over there, that image is, or that text or whatever, it is crawled every 10 to 15 minutes, and then after that is searchable. Now, if you did not know what the file name of that image was, you would have to go ahead, click on each image, and know what it is. But now, thanks to the tagging capability, I don't even need to know what the file name is. I can just start putting in things such as beach, or a woman, or an animal, or a puppy, and it'll go ahead and identify all those images. So anybody who is in the communications department or in the media department who has hundreds and thousands of images, this feature for going ahead and documenting your images and tagging them and cataloging them, this is fantastic, because this is now automated process for you guys, as against somebody going ahead and manually updating it, putting in a tag, and for each and every one of them. And it's easy if it's just 5, 10, or 15, but if you have hundreds and thousands of documents or images, this is fantastic. So let me just go ahead and see, because I should have received a flow, and I did. So for that image that I received over here, basically this is all that the email that I received. And the email is pretty simple and straightforward. It just said that a racy content was recently updated to your SharePoint, by the user. The name, it was exactly uploaded over there. And then it also came ahead and just said that, hey, it's probably just a misunderstanding, but it's best that you take a look at it. So it's pretty straightforward on that side as well. And then all I did was I went ahead and put in the link, and the link was the exact same one that I went ahead and clicked. So let me go ahead and add a few more images. Because besides the fact that we can go ahead and identify racy images, we can also go ahead and put in some personal stuff. So like the PI one, remember, because private information detection is out of the box available in SharePoint or any content moderation, but it is primarily for text. In this case, I'm just putting in an image. Image could be a PNG file, image could be a JPEG file, but I'm just dropping it over here. So same process. I went ahead and I'm going to take in a credit card, and I'm going to actually even take in a check, just dropping it over here. And again, in the back end, there's a flow that's running. The flow goes ahead and it's going through all these images. Either way, whether it's a good image or a bad image, it will be tagged, because the tag is very helpful from the search point of view. And as you can see, before I could even finish my sentence over here on describing it, it has automatically gone ahead and tagged it and said that, especially for the one which had the image over there, it even went ahead and did an OCR, which is told me whatever was in the text available. The entire text which was there, it went ahead and saved it directly in the text description. Now, it categorized that as a profanity text. The profanity was because in the text, and I'll show you what the text was. The profanity came because there was a potential use of personal information, which in over here, it was the address, and then there was also a date, plus it was a paycheck. So AI is not completely accurate, but at the same time, it does a fantastic job of detection. And then again, in this case, I will start getting some emails. And then in the first email I got was, again, it said that it's potentially got a profanity or personal information. And that was for the check, and then the same thing again for the credit card over there. So last but not the least, I want to actually jump in and show you the other places where we can go ahead and use the AI piece. So let me just log into my PowerApps piece. I should have done that. In fact, let me just switch over to lonely screen. I should have done this ahead of time. My apologies for that. Let's see, let me try that. And this is a good test for you guys as well. What I've been noticing is on my side, my firewall, specifically with my McAfee, goes ahead and gets blocked. So I have to always go ahead and unblock it specifically for this demo here. I don't know if any of you guys have used the Lonely Screen app over there. This is what it actually does. It goes ahead and blocks my firewall. So I'm going to go ahead and unblock it. Firewall network. Turn off. All right, let's try that again. Come on, you can do it. Nice. Okay, somebody, give me your business cards. Anybody got a business card they want to hand over? A business card, come on, someone, anyone, quickly. Meanwhile, I'll open up my Power App. Nice, thank you. So, I have a business card scanner over here. Now this is again using content moderation, specifically with the taking of an image through the Power Apps. My personal way is always to go ahead and send it through Flow. So I take an image of the card and I send it through Flow. It goes through OCR, and then this is the cognitive services vision that we had, and then it goes ahead and will actually break down this card, which I've never seen before, and helps me to do tagging and taking the information. So let's see if this works. So I'm just going to put this over here so it stays steady. I'm going to select on the business card, and this is a pretty simple app that I've made. I'm going to click on scan, and I'm going to take an image. It's clicked. What it does is I've taken the image. The image is actually now going, I'm using Flow. It takes the image, goes ahead and sends it to all the actions for the cognitive services. And cognitive services breaks it down into different things. I use actually a way to go ahead and append it so I can take all the first names, last names, everything. All the image that was available in this card, I'm able to get it back over here. And now as you can see, it becomes a lot more easier for me to break down the credit card. Credit card. I don't have his credit card, I have his business card, okay? But see, all the text has already come in. Now, for PowerApps people over here, this all is actually just a gallery. And I was able to go ahead and use, for again, the PowerApps people, something called as the split function, because I specifically send it, when Flow was sending it back to me, I made sure that it had spaces. And then when I came into PowerApps, I used the split function for the spaces. And for every line that came in, it went ahead and dropped it into a gallery. But here's the beauty of it. So now I already know the person, say full name over here. I'll grab that, I'll go and put in the full name. I'll go ahead and put in, say it's a pharmacy type of a company. If the pharmacy has some type of services, I can add that over here. Full postal address, it had there, it has there. I can put in a phone number. I can put in the email address over there. There was also a website. I can do all of that. And then the last time I had this discussion with this person was something to do with PowerApps, Flow, Cognitive Services, Connector. Go ahead and submit it. This is my personal one. I always trust but verify. Even though somebody's saying submit, I always ask, yes, do you want to submit? I say yes. And then I happily go back and I return the card because I don't need it anymore because I have it saved. And then later on, I can always come back and say, let me see the view existing ones, and then here's the last one that I just added, so I can come back over here, and then I can go ahead and make any of the changes I want. Like the email address had just way too much information, so I can go ahead and change that back over here. But now that you know, you've already saved yourself a lot of pocket space, a lot of wallet space, because you don't have to have all those credit cards, business cards available over there. It's all saved. And all thanks to using PowerApps, cognitive services, machine learning, because and the AI piece which is directly available into it, because I was able to leverage that using PowerApps. PowerApps I used specifically the native camera functionality, because the camera came out of this the smartphone, took the image, sent it to Flow. In Flow, I went ahead and used the cognitive services to detect all the text in that credit card, which I have never seen before. Business card, which I've never seen before, and it went ahead and dropped all the information over here. And that's all thanks to using the PowerApps, the Flow, and in that case also the machine learning piece and the AI. Now, I know some of you may be thinking that, Daniel, this is only AI. Where exactly is the machine learning? The machine learning is where you can actually do all the custom vision part of it. And in the last anecdote was one of the personal things which I did as a passion, and I actually got it to demo to the Lego inventory team, which was actually based in Denmark. Was I took 25 Lego pieces, and I was able to take 30 images of each of the Lego piece, went ahead and trained it in Cognitive Services Vision, and I demoed it to them the exact same way. I just took images of it, but instead of going to Cognitive Services OCR, I went ahead and pulled it to Cognitive Services Custom Vision, and it would take the images that I did, it would go ahead and compare it with all the training that I already did, and then come back and saying that, Daniel, I'm pretty sure that by 90%, any from 95%, that's that Lego piece over there. And I wasn't able to demo that over here, but I just wanted to clear that, is that everything I showed you over here was from the AI piece, but from the machine learning, if you're interested in the machine learning piece, then custom vision is where it is. And now, the reason I want to end over there is because custom vision was what was announced this morning. The whole process on PowerApps, where you can go ahead and now add an image directly into PowerApps, go ahead and tag it directly into PowerApps, all of that is now automated and easier for you. Because in the past, when I did the Lego one, I had to manually do it. I had to log into Cognitive Services Custom Vision. I had to go in and set up a subscription for that. I had to go and do all the training of it. All of that is gone. Now in Power Apps, it's become so much more easier. You can go ahead and do all the training directly into Power Apps. You can go ahead and do all the tagging directly into Power Apps. All this, popping the hood and going ahead and setting all the connectors and everything, which is something that I had to do. You guys no longer have to worry about that. So the announcement that was actually made this morning is pretty cool. Just the clear thing is that all the data that is saved right now is complete in a common data services entity. If you have already entities over there, that's why it saves it, but that's fine, because I'd rather go ahead and do that one little extra piece, which is use entities over there, do all the tagging, as against going through all these extra steps that I wanted to show it to you over here. So that's all actually the information that I had for you guys on my section over here. As an overview, we talked about AI and machine learning using both the Power Apps and Flow. I spoke specifically on Cognitive Services Vision. We looked at both Vision to use OCR, and also we looked at using Custom Vision, and the Custom Vision we were able to, content moderation, but I was able to go and show all the images that I showed you over there. One of the beauty of the images is not just that it is able to moderate it, but it also does tagging, which really helps in storing inventory of large images, because no longer do you have to search for the images based on the file name, it already tags it for you. So if you know that that image was a family by the beach, just search family or beach, and it picks up the image over there, which helps in tagging. And then we ended with the example of how I was able to use Power Apps and Flow with Cognitive Services and OCR to build your own business card scanner over there. And I used a business card scanner. I didn't use the check over there. So if you've got any questions, feel free to stop by, but thanks for stopping by, and definitely look at using Cognitive Services. Thank you.